Hello, welcome to this short Pilates class. We're going to be doing 4 exercises today that focus on the muscles of the abdomen. So lower abdomen, sort of mid-abdomen, and the obliques that run diagonally. So to begin with, we're going to come down onto our backs. Please make sure that you've warmed up. If you have any injuries or health conditions that you're concerned about, please seek medical advice first. So coming onto the back, place the hands by the side and walking the feet quite close to the hips. Squeeze the legs together, coming up onto the balls of the feet. Have the arms quite wide. As you inhale, engage the lower abdomen. You'll feel a lengthening through the lumbar spine. And as you exhale, bring the knees over to the right. They won't come all the way. As you inhale, come into centre and exhale over to the left. Inhale to centre. As you exhale, you might exhale through the nose or the mouth to lower over to the right. Trying to keep the thighs squeezing together and focus on the muscles that run diagonally down the core. Imagine that they're sort of working as a pulley system, lifting the legs back into centre and then releasing the legs down to the side. And if this feels quite achievable, you can make it a little bit more challenging. So as the knees come over to the right, the left leg lengthens. As we lift up, we have a longer lever to come back into centre. The left knee bends, the right leg lengthens, the knees go over to the left. So it's always the top leg that is lengthening, keeping the firmness between the inner thighs. As you come over to the side, you'll feel the bottom lift, the waist, maybe the lower ribs, but the shoulder blades stay down. And that way we keep the integrity of the twist and the core muscle exercise. So not using the body weight to bring us back into centre. So do one more on each side, finishing on the left. And when you come back into centre, allow both knees to come over to the right for a stretch. Turn the palms up to feel a stretch over the front of the shoulders and the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to relax. And then take the knees over to the left. And come back into centre. And hug your right knee into the chest. The left hand is going to hold onto the right knee and the right hand comes a little way down the leg, onto the outside of the leg. Draw the knee into the chest and you'll feel a lengthening through the back of the spine. Core muscles engage. And then the left leg lifts up about 45 degrees, toes pointed. Switch sides. And the right hand comes to the left knee and the left hand comes lower down the leg. And change again. And we change. So the hand that comes across the body comes to the front of the knee, and the hand that comes down the side of the body comes to the outside of the leg, a little bit lower down, and that helps to bring the hip in at a neutral angle, so avoiding any sort of rotation or opening. You might begin to speed up a little way, so inhaling for 2 lengthens of the leg and exhaling for 2 lengthens of the leg. If you get tired, come down and take a rest. The lower back should stay down all the time. Core muscles engaged, back of the neck long. Chin towards the chest. We're going to do 4 more. Lower the lengthened leg, lower the knee that's hugging in, and then lengthen both legs, come to a full body stretch. Then walking your feet in, knees lifting upwards, hip width apart and the feet quite close to the hips. We're going to come into a bridge. The hands come beside the body, palms facing down initially. As you inhale, tilt the pelvis back so the lower back comes down to the mat. As you exhale, lift up. So you have a diagonal line from the knees to the collarbones. As you inhale, pause here. As you exhale, then round the spine down. So you're pressing down bone by bone onto the mat. As you inhale, tilt the pelvis back. Exhale to lift. Inhale, hold here. And as you exhale, round the spine down. And repeat this pattern. This is really, really nice for mobilising the spine. And feeling a little bit tight through the spine. It's also strengthening as well. It strengthens the lumbar spine, or the whole posterior chain, so the glutes in the bottom, the hamstrings in the back of the thighs. If you press through the heels, you'll feel that engagement through the back of the hamstrings. As you lift, squeeze the glute muscles, and you'll feel the strength there as well. Continue to look up so the neck stays neutral, not from side to side. I know that's difficult sometimes when you're looking at the screen. Try and keep the eyes upwards. Do 2 more. The lower abdomen still maintains some engagement even though we're lengthening. As you lift up, there's still that slight engagement there to protect your lower back. And then the next time you round down, one knee at a time, lift into centre, gently rock from side to side. And take the knees in circles, and then the other way. Okay, the last exercise today, we're going to come into tabletop. So one knee lifts, so we have 90 degree at the hip and at the knee. Tilt the pelvis back so we flatten the spine down, known as imprinting the spine. Then the other leg lifts. If this feels too strong and you feel that the back is arching, lower the leg back down again so you only have one leg lifted. Place the hands on the thighs, or place one hand on the thigh that's lifted if you're going one leg at a time. Press the hands into the thighs and the thighs into the hands as firmly as you can. Keep the shoulder blades relaxed. Make sure the lumbar spine stays down, the core muscles engaged. Press as strong as you can. There's no movement. So the force is equal. The force of the legs, the force of the arms. If you're doing this one-sided, change sides. Continue to breathe, feeling the sideways expansion of your rib cage. One more breath. If you have both legs lifted, it's one at a time, come down, and then lengthen into a full body stretch. Take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Use your breath to sort of stretch out the torso. Now allow the belly to rise, the rib cage to rise, and relax on the exhale. One more breath in. Exhale to relax out. And then when you're ready, make your way up to seated position. And we're all done. Try and repeat this video maybe 3 or 4 times a week for the next week or so. Thank you very much. See you next time.